we can just go down to the textile house. I'll move out of the way though. They all know what I look like. Hello.
I just woke up from a nap.
So she's awake.
Yeah.
You want a microphone to share?
Ooh.
Yes, please.
Mm.
Never mind.
Hello.
I claim it.
I'm using an umbrella. If it rains too much, though, we'll go down to the textile house.
Yeah. Adrian is fascinated by the
It says chat disconnected. Let me
with
see if we can
Dom,
reconnect chat.
Donald and his thingy.
Restore chat. And do the pop-out chat.
Oh,
This happens all the time. Oh, there's everybody. See, I knew they were here.
Hello.
Even though I didn't get much advertising done, I think I linked it in 4 places.
Yeah, I got link.
We want live chat. There we go. Now we got everybody.
Yeah. We have a tourist still in the city though.
Yeah, but they'll take care of it. That's because we start like, oh, they are 2 minutes over, but that's okay. They'll deal with it. Carl's on it.
Yeah, but she's at the door anyway, so.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Anyway, let's see. Lyra of Spinning Wheels is here. She missed the last 2, but not today. No, you're here just in time for my umbrella. There we go. Charlotte is here. She's walking home from the bus stop, Cloudy Bergen. As she said, she was on her way home, so I said, yay, she's going to make it. Susan Youngman in Adirondacks, 24 degrees Celsius
My
and
girlfriend
sunny.
should be in the chat at some point.
She could be. She could be in there right now. I got to catch up.
Maybe.
And Arlene is here in Manitoba. Everybody's got nice weather today.
Ow.
You saw Taurus. Arlene saw Karl's tour yesterday. I don't know if you guys know. You probably didn't because you were actually on the tour. We stopped at you and looked at your sewing.
Yeah.
You have to bring that, by the way, and show them what you're making because this is where they can actually hear you talk about it. No, you don't have to go get it.
No,
now,
it's in the house. It's in the house, in the bag.
I have a
so.
different project.
You do. What are you doing? Well, actually, we can talk about that. Yeah. What are we going to do? Because I didn't get. This
didn't
is how
comb
much
my hair
needle
this
binding I
morning.
got done.
I didn't comb my hair this morning, so I'm paying for it now.
Oh, we can tell it's horrible. You cannot be on my YouTube with that hair.
I've just
Charming.
started, but I'm making. It's going to be like a Harry Potter scarf.
Oh yeah, so like a tube all the way. Yeah, that's
yeah.
smart. That'll be cool. And it's going to be. I was just going to say, Alex, which color are those? Which house color? Yeah, well, you already told her. She already told you what it was. No. Ravenclaw. We can hold up a little bit, maybe get more color if I take the umbrella away.
Oh God.
It's blue, like a
Don't get long hair, you'll regret
petroleum
it.
blue, kind of.
Don't get long hair, you'll regret it.
That's why I cut
Oh yeah.
It's almost 3 years last.
Yeah, you
It
have really long
is
hair.
3 years. I thought it was in August last time. It was in June actually.
No, we're gonna braid your hair on YouTube one of these days.
Why not
Next
today?
week.
Because it's raining.
Yeah.
And then I have to have my braiding stuff. But if we go down the textile house, we might be able to. Let's see. RK Hagman is here. Hello. I think it's Rhonda's RK actually. And then Peruta is here. She's got the blue name,
mark.
so she can. Yep. Nope. She's got the blue text in her name. That means she can boot y'all if you don't behave.
I've been trying.
Yeah. I sent her a photo, so she can upload that later if somebody wants to see it.
Is it possible to actually walk up to that part right there on the?
Yeah, behind.
Yeah, like that river part.
Oh yeah, you can walk up there. I wouldn't do it though. Rocks fall down it all the time.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, it's this is the one he's talking about. It's not raining so heavy that we can't show you. Up there behind my head. There's
Yeah,
like
I'm talking about the bottom part because there's like one spot right
here on the screen.
Oh, like here?
I don't know. No, because we're there. That's Baca. That's an avalanche.
Yeah, the one that's.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, people walk up this
there.
one and they will take a shower during the Viking market. If I hold this right under that water fountain there. Some people camp there as well, but we do have rocks that. Well, it's that one actually is so common that it has a name, that avalanche, because it reoccurs so much. But it's snow in the wintertime, but the snow and ice will bring down rocks as well. So you could, but live on the wild
I just
side.
want to take a few pictures and then bugger down.
No, you can do that. We can hear you down here almost even too, but we can't see you. When you're up there, they remember somebody called and they Karin, and I could hear this little weird echo. That was Linus, I think, that did that. Ravenclaw, psh, Hufflepuff for the win. Oh, it's on. Slytherin. My kid even wants Slytherin. Slytherin.
Yeah, I'm Slytherin too.
Are you?
I feel like I just want like a team anything but Gryffindor and Slytherin at this
I'm
point.
least Gryffindor.
But isn't
Goddamn
Cecilia is
bad at that.
Hufflepuff, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, Cecilia, my other kid is Hufflepuff.
I don't like
Anything but Gryffindor.
Who was the Ravenclaw? We had a Ravenclaw. But nobody wants to be Gryffindor. That's an unusual twist. Everybody wants to be Gryffindor usually.
I actually actively
Yeah, it is
tried
round,
to
that's
get
what I
Gryffindor at the official
I
test,
feel
but
like everyone
couldn't.
wants Gryffindor just because Harry's in Gryffindor.
Yeah,
That
but
makes it
Gryffindors
they're
aren't
cool.
They're
huh?
Mm.
selfish and think they're better than everyone.
Yeah.
Oh, hurry to put up wallpaper. There's an Imgur link to the view behind us. There we go. Okay, so she's working on a scarf. You're working on your hair. This is what I worked on. This is, you can see the color on that either. Maybe if I take the umbrella away.
Oh, it is. You can see the color.
Yeah, it's a bit like the blacksmith sweater. It's the same yarn, but it's not the. This one is.
You tried to color some yesterday, right? Or
Yeah, but
was
this
it-
is with love. Oh, I brought the one from yesterday. This is with tree or tree beard, is what it was.
Ah.
That this is. So we went kind of brown. So this is one whole skein of Oslo stitch in. I don't know if you can see the stitches. If I
I
take
need
the
to get a
camera.
better comb. This one is decent, but I bought it at a museum. Some of them are crap, but the other ones are good.
Are you in it? Yeah, for tree beard. Yeah, it is tree beard. Oh, it's a cool one, but it went so brown, so I didn't put it in the blacksmith sweater because everything there is different shades of green. But the thing is that this is all I had of it, so now I have to buy another skein and make something else to finish the hat with because right now it's a a yarmulke?
You're wearing it wrong then. You also have to be
A male.
that one annoying girl in my class.
Why do I have to be annoying to wear this?
Because she's a bitch.
Okay, you're off YouTube. Oh, and I made, this is the yarn I made yesterday. Okay, so it's like chestnuts. I should have brought the seed up with it. Like they're this big though. These little pods or husks that you have, the chestnuts come in. But I don't know if it's an actual chestnut. Anyway,
And
I
you
put
were
it in a-
expecting brown.
I thought, okay, so it'll go brown, right? Like the walnuts and stuff, they all go brown.
No.
Yellow, really
It's
pretty yellow.
really, really nice yellow.
Yeah, I love the yellow, yeah. And one of them is
It gives
actually
me like Easter vibes.
almost, not quite as bright. Yeah, this is the one I think that is
A little
was
bit
wrapped.
brownish.
So this is
Yeah, you can see it here.
yeah, this has the shading effect. I don't know
Yeah.
how well. Yeah, it shows better up on camera than it does here actually. So that one is I left twisted when I dyed it. So it had a
But it's like this one here is really, really nice.
yeah, that one's a different yarn, isn't it? Nope, it's the same yarn. It just maybe stayed in a hair longer. That's it. And then this was a different yarn. So iron pot. Everything I put in the iron pot goes either green or gray, but this time
Yellow.
Yellow.
yellow. So I now have to take back everything I say. If you put it in an iron pot, it's gonna go. It's wrong. It's supposed to be brown, and I love the yellow though, and so it's going in the store as little sewing or embroidery kits. But
I might nick one.
yeah, that's no problem
Maybe.
with me. Helen, she'll be real happy. You can have the first pick if you want.
Sure.
So I'm gonna put the umbrella
buy
down
one.
for a second and skein up the
I'll buy
yarns.
2 if I can,
Oh, but they're quite cool. It's
because I might try to get make a tunic out of for that.
well, I will show you what I did. Okay, now I have to put this back over the camera or again the computer so it doesn't rain too much in.
Welcome to the rain.
So this is madder, by the way. This one, you can see that. This one, I thought, this is what I'm doing with them though. We're making these little packages of like 4 or 5 grams to embroider with or sew with. And again, it's so dark, but you can see on this one, it's
Well, it's
actually a
dark
green
for
one
us,
with
but
nettles.
it's actually quite bright for them.
It might be. Maybe I have to just turn up the brightness on my screen. No, it's on.
It's all the way up.
But these 3 on the side are green, but this one, if you see closely, it has a shifting, that bit of a tie-dye
I'm
effect.
just gonna scream at
And that's what
Adrian,
it looks
so I'm
like
just
when it
gonna
gets
keep this there.
embroidered. Yeah. You can have the microphone. He doesn't need it. Oh, he's yelling it on her. No, so, and the other one is also nettles. Those 4 are nettles, but one is in a copper pot. And the 3 are in an iron pot. So, of course, they went green. Iron pot, not green. But that worked anyway. And then, so I've got more of these to do. But that one's madder, that last one.
What was that one?
It's really
That's
starting to
matter.
rain now.
Yeah, we could go down to the textile house. Let's see. We will do this and let it rain in the computer for a second. It's not that much.
Let it rain, let it rain, let it rain.
If somebody wants to grab Holger's fish chair, when I'll take the computer off.
Which chair?
The one that the computer is on is a fish chair.
Oh,
Ooh.
I could get
That
up a
was-
lot easier before I got older. Okay. We're going down there now. Good you
Too
could join
late,
us.
stream's over, go home.
Let's see.
yeah, you spent too much time with the instruments.
Okay, you can give Holger his table back. Just stick it inside his house. Are you coming to play? You can come and play. We'll go down to the textile house so we can keep it out of the rain. It's Runa. He's wearing goat, and your sister's online. I saw her. She likes my color. And we can show this way. It's YouTube. Say hello.
Oh, we can show them our house. On the way there.
Yeah, we can. I'm on the wrong side, but we'll get there. It's not raining too much in the keyboard. So Julie Miners,
We live there now.
she was here just a couple of days ago. She stayed in that house.
And we already miss her.
We already missed her. Yes, she needs to come
'Cause
back.
I need help to figure out.
She might be on here.
some-
She says at home with my bookshelf is her username.
Ah, yeah.
Mhm.
I could really use some help with some tangle up tablet weaving. It's
Yeah, Julie was doing tablet reading.
oh.
This is the house those guys are living in. Da, 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 da.
I
Ta-da.
would not do that.
I'm not letting it down. Are you kidding? I'm trying to support it so it looks like a gimbal because I need a few more
Yep.
subscribers before I can start using a phone and a gimbal.
Yeah, remember to subscribe and like.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe.
I think when I hit 1,000 subscribers, if I have enough watch hours.
Gratas.
There he is.
Gratas.
Yeah, I think if I hit 1,000, there's one of them. I'm not left-handed. Okay, I'll just keep walking down to my house.
Yeah.
No, I think if I get 1,000 subscribers, I should have enough watch time because apparently that's a thing too. Then I
Yeah,
can.
they changed it because people were abusing it.
Well, I'm all about abuse. There we go. So we'll bring the table out a little
Yeah.
bit so we get some light.
But yeah, if people want to
Isaac
make fun of me, this is currently the mess.
Oh, they can't see it.
Oh, they can see it. Oh,
No, it's
whoa.
dark, so we have to come out from under the thing into the light. So if we move this too,
Yeah.
and I can take the umbrella and put that away. We're nothing but organized here. There, now it should see light. Okay, but you have to
Yeah,
stand back, otherwise it'll focus on the front.
This is my mess currently. Yeah. Yeah, I was trying to unravel it a bit, you know, and then because you
But what
kind of have
is
to do
it?
that.
What is your
and-
mess? You have to explain
yeah, it's my for my tablet weaving,
it. We can take
and
this out.
if you can hold
I'm just
them,
moving over here so I
I
don't
might
have to-
be able to
so I can get at it.
do this. I'm creating all the messes.
There comes Runa. I can hear him.
Woo!
There kommer någon.
Yeah, so I can probably just do this actually.
It's a Runa.
Oh, wow.
Vem är det du vinkar till? Hela världen? Ja, nu är du på TV. Yeah, you're on the TV screen now, I told her.
Wow.
There were some people from NRK who were supposed to
They come on Monday.
Monday.
Summer radio
So
på NRK.
I don't know how close I need to get for the details to
Well,
show.
you can
You might have
see it
to-
on the screen.
Yeah, it's the cameras up here. We're
Yeah.
the next to the green.
Should I like? Yeah, maybe you can.
Heidi's here. Hiya, Snoopa.
Like
I assume she's talking about Ireland, not you. Your sister says hiya, Snoopa. Iril då, säger hon då.
Yeah. So my problem was I was going to detangle, and then I just kind of
Get her to take a photo and post, and I will post it. It says Peruda.
Things happen.
Yep.
Okay.
Was it so that you hadn't cut the end?
no, I hadn't cut it at the end, so now it's just like a looped
Okay. Let's see.
Pro
thing.
tip:
Yeah.
you cut them in both ends, and then you start weaving.
Thanks.
There you go. You might
Yeah.
actually have my
I have
foot in
gotten
the photo.
kinda good.
I
Oh,
can't read the chat.
No, I can though, but I will get there in a moment. We'll send this to Peruta. She wanted to,
yeah.
so she can link it and
So
then I
that's a
can see it.
mess that I can't be bothered dealing with right now.
So then she has it.
I've
Okay,
kind of given
we
up
can
on
catch up
it.
though. We've got quite a bit of chat.
Ooh.
Actually, let's do this though, and you can see
Okay, if
waterfalls.
now if
Yeah.
you move, I can.
That's
just...
a lovely
Soggy Vikings. No, we're not soggy yet. It's not that wet.
No, I have my cloak.
Ooh,
Yeah, you
I have
do.
a place to put my.
Let's
yeah,
see.
I should go fetch my hood.
Leah's making a Hufflepuff stripe hat. She loves,
Ooh.
and she loves food, so perfect.
Yeah,
Isn't Greg making food now?
Yeah, Greg's making food. He'll come by in a little bit.
he's making quiche.
She's making quiche. Charlotte says,
What
"You
have
gotta
I
work
done?"
it." That's right.
I'm the queen of messes.
Rhonda says, "Hey, griffs are cool because they're barking mad."
There you go.
I like that. Greg and Peruta were the Ravenclaws. That's right. And then she put up the wallpaper. Okay, now I cut up a little bit that way. And Nell is here. She might have to watch the rest later because she's just heading home, but I'm glad she popped in and said hi. Nell is can't wait until we do a needle binding conference here one year. We are so waiting for the Corona thing to be over so we can do that.
What did I?
Perciel is
do?
here. Yay. Heidi likes the color of my oh, now I can show you what that little thing looked like. What I made it of, because now we're at the house.
Okay, I
So
fixed it.
there's a church in Vik. A stave church. I think it's called Hoppeland Stave Church in Vik. Oh, they all started to kind of close when they got wet. Anyway.
This one here as well.
Yeah, that's one of it. Here's a dry one. Which tree is that? It's like almost, it's a chestnut of some sort, but it's too small. I have to hold it out a bit again. What kind of tree has these hard husks? There's a nut in there, of course, which is no longer in there. And I don't know. I don't think I'd call it a horse chestnut because they're way too small to be horse
Oh
chestnuts.
yeah, it's way too
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, that's what I dyed the yarn with. That went yellowish. We can look up there again while I read. Which stitch do I use for embroidery? I was using chain stitch, which is this is a fun one. Okay, so it's chain stitch, which is found in Viking times for sewing clothes together, but not for embroidery. So I'm gonna just be plausible there and say, okay, if you had the stitch available, you knew how to do the chain stitch, then there's a pretty good chance that you would embroider with it as well. But if you didn't, if you do the same, there's a split chain stitch anyway, which looks exactly the same, except for you're actually piercing the thread and going through it. The split, I think it's called split stitch anyway, but that has the same look, and that is historically accurate. So it's the same as I have on my snakes here. This stitch here. It's just chaining.
Is this the point where I show the snake that you
Yeah,
embroidered for me?
No, there we are. Yeah.
It's the one on the back, yeah.
Laura's going to die with her woad that she grew last week, but FedEx lost a whole package of yarn.
Oh, no.
No.
We do not speak of such things.
Well,
We have
FedEx
the-
and USPS suck, so.
I can show you the woad that we are growing now. The rain has let up just a second. Actually, we are not growing it.
It's growing
Leela
itself.
Fried is growing it for us. But if I turn there we go.
Those.
Very bottom underneath the low one, that is woad, and the other one is indigo. It's going dark again, so we have to do it this way. It's because my camera doesn't register the light. So the bottom one is woad, and the big one is indigo.
Someone's
And-
eating the woad.
Yeah, the sheep will eat the woad if we get
No, I
any.
mean like the bugs are eating it.
She's here on the 19th, though. She'll take care of it. Because Leela does some plant dyeing here. Let's see. What else did I miss? All the nice work, including the hairbrush thing. Charlotte appreciates you brushing your hair on camera. You can do that again, Albert.
No thanks, it's done.
I have to
Oh,
pull
I see
this
it,
further
Greg.
up. Because if we can see, it's this thing. If we cover this, it goes dark. Anyway,
Hey,
but it's
shake a leg. It's Mr. Greg.
okay, Darth Vader. Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, da, dun, da, da. Da, 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 da.
You have a sword? Not on you. Oh, what kind of Viking are you? We're not filming you anymore. Actually, I think if the rain is let up, we'll pull this out a bit and we'll have better light.
Hey, so Egg, did you get your Greg?
It's an earthquake.
Yeah, you got the Greg.
I did. I
Yeah.
got the Greg.
There we go.
So what's the story behind that?
Sorry.
I was gonna tell Karen to give the egg to Greg, but then I almost said, "Can you
The
give
Greg
the Greg to Egg?" And then I just
I gave him the Greg egg.
Yep.
Okay, just
There we
catching
go.
up a
The
little.
chickens today laid like
fresh straight from the hens. Hoo-ha.
Yeah.
Yes, they did. At least
Which stitch I
6.
used from Embroidery? That was the
because we
chain
had some
stitch.
F4
Rhonda got it
from
right.
yesterday.
Yep.
Arlene got a little bit of a tour. Yes, you did. When
That
walking
big
through the
one was
village there.
Perfect. 2 yolks.
Charlotte was enjoying it. I think they had
The big
popcorn,
one.
those
Yeah.
two.
It was 2 yolks.
Yes, we just bought a whole
Shannon didn't
ass
see it.
house. So now I'm worried I won't have time
Yeah, we
before we
had a-
move in 2 weeks. Well, plenty of time. You can there's always time for plant dyeing.
We had
Arlene is also tablet weaving as she
hens,
watches.
laid an egg this big.
Almost done with Mama Stitch. Okay, now we're caught up. You can talk.
We had an egg this big.
That's
Yeah,
a bit
it's a
bigger.
twin.
Yeah, and
It's a
was-
twins.
It just
And they're yeah, because the regular eggs, so say if the regular eggs are about this big or so, this is about this big. It's because there's twins
Mhm.
in there. Yeah, you can ask Greg if you can crack the egg unless you already did.
I've already cooked.
Oh,
Did you cook the twins?
Yeah, sorry.
You probably need a microphone. I'll give you one over there because I'm so loud you'll hear me anyway. Plus she's got one as well. So but you have to stand in front of the camera, Greg. They miss you.
so hey,
Nah, they don't. They don't need to see my
Yeah,
ugly
no.
mug.
now we have stereo. There you go.
Okay.
Hello. Goodbye.
Who wants to hear a story from Greg? We didn't prepare him, so you can choose the topic.
Well, I mean, I also have a story.
And now he's running away.
Adrian has stories.
Yeah, I
Okay.
do have a story that Karl so epically
All right. You
built up to a cliffhanger.
then you
last week.
snuggle up to her so they can hear you.
oh, come snuggle up here.
No.
And say who you are, because you're not here every day, so they might not remember. Some people don't check every week.
Hi, Greg. We missed you.
Oh, hello.
Peruta misses you. Nobody else does.
No, of course not.
Wait, who are you again?
Yeah, exactly.
Only
I'm not sure actually. Who am I?
So I actually
There's
go
the
by
Mrs.
many names. I go by many names.
Yeah.
And it's a kind of a happy coincidence that it's now 60 episodes since I joined in for the first time.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do, because we thought you were a girl.
Yeah. Well, so this is how it started. Back in those days, my username on YouTube was Toa Gatanuva.
I thought it was Tova.
Yeah. And also you pronounce it Gatanuva.
Yeah, well, I'm American.
But anyway,
butchering of names.
Yep.
yeah,
Butchering of
I-
languages.
Without having said anything, they just went, well, she's probably working on something.
Oh yeah.
And I went back and I went, Karin, it's me, Adrian.
Eh,
I am a beautiful woman, though.
it's not wrong.
No, you're not wrong.
Yeah, look at my beautiful lady, everybody.
I
Look,
mean,
we did. We
I
got- I
mean,
think it was
considering
episode
what
10.
happened yesterday, in the Viking Age, I would definitely be considered to be a ragr.
Oh, Rog?
A ragr. Yeah.
Rog. What's that?
It's basically a man who dresses himself and acts like a woman.
Okay, there's a story here.
So what happened? A couple of episodes in, I decided to change my username to something more pronounceable friendly. So I came up with BFD and then 98. And I love that username because a lot of people have a tendency to automatically think that it stands for big
Robin
fucking
is in the
dick.
chat.
That's a
And that's completely wrong. I made that username when I started using the 2 new Doom games that came out at about the same time. And I signed up to their Slayers Club. And in Doom, there is a weapon called the BFG 9000.
Big
Yeah, the
fucking
big-
guy.
The big
yeah.
fucking gun. Yes, correct. But I thought that would be a little bit too obvious to choose BFG 98. So I changed it to BFD 98. And it is an abbreviation for big, which Karl so correctly got.
Hmm.
But the rest of it was completely wrong. BFD stands for Big Ferocious Demon.
Karl thought it was something to do with the size of a man's unit.
No,
Yep,
it's big friendly doggo.
There you
that too. You can choose whatever you want as long as it's not big, extreme. Remember,
go. Big French pastry dough or no dough?
Big French-
dough.
big French dough. Yeah.
But
Big
Ruda
phrase.
here says, has anybody dressed Adrian up in a wedding dress and to tell if he looks like Thor?
Yeah, that's
And I'm just like, well, Ferb, I know what we're gonna do today.
Well, actually, we
I think you
have
should,
someone who have
actually.
done
Yeah.
it. We have someone who has already done it. Remember when Ola dressed up?
Yeah. But we need to see you in a pretty wedding dress.
Well,
th-
sure.
there is a white
have a
tunic
big
in
favourite
the shop.
In the
Oh, should we braid your hair? Yes. Oh.
I
Hair
think we've been promising
braiding.
to do this for ages.
Yeah, then we
on
have to put the
line,
camera
so-
back down and like this, and then we all have to stand back a long ways. And then there's a tunic on the ground here.
Shall I
Yeah,
go get
that's
my
fine.
tangle tweezer?
Have a seat, Greg. Put your hair down. Did you comb?
I thought you wanted to do this authentically.
Yep.
Oh,
I
Okay.
have my
But
small
actually, Greg,
one.
we're going to turn you facing them because they wanted to see
Okay.
how it was done. So,
Yep, far enough.
Mm.
Where do you want me to...
I have a small
same
one.
place, point that, look that way.
Okay.
No, we can't use no normal cones. We need to kill Greg.
Normal combs.
We need to reenact.
Well, this is not
desperate
normal, it's
times call
horny.
for desperate measures.
Exactly.
It's horny.
And I actually did
It's a
spin his
horny
hair.
comb.
Oh god.
Let's see.
You
No, I
haven't sewn it
actually,
in my tunic yet.
Huh?
You haven't sewn it into my tunic yet.
No, it's on the list of things to do before I die. So hopefully
Yeah,
I'll live
Well,
forever.
what are you going to dye then? Like
Yeah.
wool or linen or
I can't
metal?
even identify the name of the chestnut that we just used.
Or
Sorry.
or
Find your
you
happy
can-
place, Greg.
Already halfway there, trying to.
live on a prayer.
Think of the quiche
This could take a while.
that you may or may not have eaten yet.
I haven't eaten anything. I
Oh,
have cooked it,
Then look forward to it.
Don't you wish you had a story prepared, Greg?
You
Well,
can-
so that I can be talking and then go halfway through or
No,
something
but
like
then
that.
you wouldn't have to sit through this.
you can always think about Terry Pratchett's stories about witches.
I haven't read them.
Greg's hair is such a pretty color.
It's in a bottle.
Oh,
You
But-
could be a bottle redhead.
But I can extend the length of my story if you want to.
You could do that. Yeah, we've got 27 minutes. I
27
can't go
minutes.
overtime today
Oh.
because I have an Amazon tour after.
All right.
Well, so the name Toa Gatanuva derives from one of Lego's older properties that sadly have been discontinued. It belongs to the universe of Bionicle,
All right, that one.
and Gatanuva is a fan character of mine. And the title Toa derives from Protector in that universe.
Yes, that's Woolcomb.
A lot of, and it's also funny that we're doing this now because Bionicle is celebrating its 20th anniversary. It was launched back in July 2001, and it made a lot of children all over the world happy and also helped them develop their own stories. And funnily enough, one of their primary story writers for the time was Greg Farsty. So not this Greg, but another Greg.
Not this, Greg.
Not this Greg, but another Greg.
Everyone has such pretty hair.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean,
I have
we are
no
Vikings.
idea what you're talking about. I have just long enough hair for 3 years.
What, you couldn't even comb your hair before you came on YouTube. so-
No, I've been busy.
It has probably been mentioned a lot of times, but the English sagas write so lovely about us.
Hmm.
They had to kill us because we were running away with all the English women because we had so fair hair and we smelled good.
He speaks the
Was-
truth in terms of running away with the women.
Running away with women is... It was-
Smile Toda 44 asks, "What's the hair comb you've been using? Never seen that before."
It is a... Well, it's iron and it's spiky. How does it feel, Greg? He's chanting. Oh, it's what is it? Queer? No, Viking eye for the Saxon guy. That's how it
Yeah,
goes,
Viking eye for the Saxon guy. That's
Viking eye
right.
for the Saxon guy. No, I'll catch up on chat in a moment. So,
Now I can read it.
Oh,
yeah,
I
okay,
see a familiar text.
hmm.
Yes.
Peruta
Hi,
collects
what's the
questions and put them
haircut
in the
music?
chat for me. So that helps.
It's that's Ina,
Right.
Who?
the green
Oh,
text,
yeah.
green one. See Ina. Hi.
I wouldn't pull your head
Hi,
that way
love.
if I were you.
Hi.
Understood.
Looks like the thing you used for wool. Yeah.
Incidentally,
So
I
Ina
heard-
is smiled. Oh,
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so
Hi,
what's everybody working on this week? We want to know.
was-
I did. Well, you were sewing.
Yeah.
You had to repair your pants. You suddenly blew out your crotch.
Yeah.
That's not good.
I am working. Yeah. go
Yeah,
first.
the tourists would not like to see my underwear.
Were they not historically accurate, or are you going commando?
and yet every time
Underwear.
somebody asks, you're like, hey, look at this. Look, this is where there was a hole. You know.
Yeah. Now it's fixed. It's no problem.
It's not a problem anymore.
And you have to write what you guys have been working on too, because I want to know.
I
So-
can probably get my
Linen tablet weaving band, the basic Oseberg one. Feeling
Ooh,
lazy.
nice. I have to do. I haven't done
Right.
tablet weaving.
I'm just
in
gonna
so
get
many years.
my.
Working on an itinerary for a trip to St. Petersburg.
Ah.
Weaving a bag. Working with old people. Greetings. Yeah. Hey. What?
Dude,
Nothing. We're
you're not
braiding.
supposed to snap his neck.
Nope, now we'll turn you this way though, and they can see the braiding. If they can see through my arms and the holes in my shirt, they can see the braiding.
It looks good.
Ah, well, sure.
That'll be all right.
I just need to put this one away.
But I overheard a few seconds ago someone else hasn't combed their hair.
Shut up.
Yeah, that was me.
That'll be the next to be braided.
So that's me then.
I think that's both of you two.
It could be.
And my hair is extremely sensitive, so this is going to be a lot of fun.
Oh,
I cannot use commercially bought combs.
oh, fantastic. We're using wool combs.
Yeah, these aren't commercially bought at all.
Yeah, so this is the tunic I'm working on right
Yeah.
now. So I'm sewing on the arms.
It's wool too. It's a beautiful color.
Yeah.
And that was plant dyed, you said.
No,
no.
the thread is.
The thread is plant dyed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
It looks
So-
like
I
it's
haven't even
beautiful,
brushed
yeah.
my hair after I took a nap, so it's probably just like all over.
I took a shower today just for you guys.
Wow. The effort. The
I
effort
couldn't be
made.
bothered to sew the holes in my clothes though.
The lack of effort.
Mm.
Now,
So
my
what?
linen tunic is. I'll take that one again. So my linen tunic is plant dyed though. It's
Yeah.
done with onion skins and iron.
Ina says
Because it's
she's
green.
planning on making a new linen dress eventually.
You can turn it
Same,
this way and they can see a
same.
little better and still see Greg's head. They know what I look like.
Yeah. So this is my first tunic that I ever made, and I made this in a week, and that's from measuring and sewing.
Yeah.
And cutting. And there were so many mistakes in it that the second time I used it, the next day I had to sew my neckline twice
Alright.
and my side twice.
Ah,
And the next day I also got a knack in the head because I didn't look where I was going.
Yeah.
So,
Smart.
that's not always a good. It's a good idea to look.
Yes.
Charlotte says not combing hair equals the Huldra look.
Well, I mean, she's onto something. I'll give her that.
Yeah.
Okay, Adrian, what did you do today?
Well,
Well, what didn't you do today?
for
This
this
week,
from,
yeah.
for this week? Well, I'm reinforcing my linen tunic, and basically what I mean by that is that I'm going behind or going through the seams here and what do you call it? Tightening them together.
you okay?
Yeah.
So
good.
that
Oh,
you
yeah,
won't
yeah.
have big holes.
Hmm.
Yeah.
You might have to
Let's
stand
see.
my hair back because if it's too close, it goes blurry.
Yeah.
Yeah. The camera's where the green light is.
Yeah.
Oh, right next to
I
it.
just have to find a place where I haven't reinforced it. Yeah, here we go. So you won't get big holes in your seams like this, and hopefully it'll be done soon, because
Holes.
even
You're
though it's
cooking.
rainy now, it at any given moment it will turn sunny,
Hmm.
and having only just one layer of wool is extremely hard.
Yeah, it goes off.
Here's something for you all. Isn't it written in Håvamål or whatever that a Viking is supposed to always have their hair combed or treated or something? Pretty sure I heard that at Folkehøgskole or somewhere.
Actually, that sounds familiar.
Yeah?
You guys know? You guys who have just been to Folkehøgskole for the Viking night.
Oh,
all
well,
three
it's
of you,
2 years
actually.
ago now.
Well,
so-
we
Yeah, but
didn't do a
that's
lot
a
of
lot sooner than when I did.
we didn't do a lot of theory as much as we did practical stuff. Like
Did we even do practical stuff? We did a lot of shit, to be
we
honest.
did a lot of shit that too.
Okay. But you know what? Actually, Americans don't have Folkehøgskole. I think the closest thing we have is a vocational college. Can you tell them what that is? Because you can actually go to school here to take the Viking line, or we would call it
Yeah,
military
so-
Viking.
You can
which is
actually
kinda
go
cool.
to school to take a year
Yeah.
off from school.
So
It
there
sounds
is-
weird, but it's awesome.
Yeah, so there is 2 schools in whole of Norway that has that line. You have Seljo, and then you have Fjordane in Nordfjordeid.
Which we all went to.
Yes, so that's the one we went to. And when the year we all went, that year they were building the Myklebust ship, the replica of that one that was found in the city. At Seljo, they do a lot of handcrafts, and they do a lot of it. So they do a lot of the practical stuff, and we
You have them on Instagram, so you can see what they're doing there as well.
Ina
Yeah.
says we did more theory. My first year, second year was kind of all over the place. Charlotte says Folkehøgskole is awesome. I did art.
Yeah.
I would have maybe if I
Folkehøgskole
did
in
another
general
year.
is a type of a free year for
Trying to
You're all
break my neck.
You're all done.
Alrighty. Okay.
so
So there you go. Greg got braided.
yeah, so
So
Folkehøgskole.
which one of you two are next?
No,
Well,
not
since he is already telling stories about the Folkehøgskole, I can go.
I
I'll
can
just
get your
have
braid.
to put this down.
And then you get
braided in 30. Yeah. Anyway, 20 minutes, 24 minutes. Do you have a
Yeah.
thing to put it in?
No.
Hairband?
I had one.
Greg's got you ready.
wow.
I had one here, but
And then maybe
I
you
don't
get
know
an
where-
extra
No,
challenge
tell,
later with my
I'm
short
just telling
hair.
you about the story about the school thing because this is very different than what we have in the United States.
Yeah, so
Aw.
in the Folkehøgskole is kind of a free year from normal.
Are you getting braided next?
Oh, sure.
You can't sit on the chair if you're not getting braided.
Well, then it's
Fair
my
enough
turn
then.
You can tell there. You tell your story.
Yeah, okay.
There you go. Sorry.
So
Heidi
for-
says that you
I'll
look
take the
nice,
tilt a little
Greg.
bit down.
Thank you.
Okay. Now
Yeah.
you can continue.
Is
your story.
Karl gonna be here tonight?
No, I gave Karl the day off because we have a guiding right after this, and he's done how many guided tours today?
Oh, too
A
many.
lot.
Yeah.
Quite a few.
I'm actually surprised that I had 2 dead tours today.
Mm.
But Karl should be here next week, so if you have any fun stories and things you want me to have him go nuts about, let me know.
Braid Albert, don't let him chicken out. Also, has Albert talked about his tunic he's wearing? Why is it patchwork?
No, you have to show off that tunic.
Oh,
Yeah, because
God.
you haven't done it for this one yet. I know. I think we did have you show it a little bit last week, but you
Yeah.
have to anyway because that thing is awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. So I have to take off my belt because of the.
He's taking his belt off, ladies.
Just
Get your
don't take
cameras
off.
ready.
Just
Shut
don't
up.
take off your shirt, otherwise, Ina will
hide it
will
as a
divorce
sign.
you.
Well, we're not married yet,
Screenshot or-
so
Not
my
yet,
belt's off.
anyway.
I made the belt and everything on that belt,
My
so
horn is ringing.
it's easier to show off. And if,
One moment. My horn is ringing. I have to answer.
oh my god! So as you can see, my tunic is made up of entirely
Here.
patches and back and front as well.
You sure that was that horn and not a horn down near the other end?
Yeah, I didn't want to blow in his ear when he's talking.
Yes, it's unofficial college. It's like it's kind of a free year. Folkehøgskole is kind of a free year from
Oh, is it?
normal educational purposes. So you,
But not free. We have to pay for it.
Oh,
It's-
yes.
it's expensive, but it's definitely worth it. By
So-
all means, it's the best year I've ever had. Best 2 years of my life, and
Well-
now life is just a misery. Just kidding.
so it's
Your turn.
I'll
Want to share
try.
share the corona of
I'll
my horn?
try.
Shear the beer of my horn.
Hello from Latvia.
hey.
Liga's from Latvia.
I was hoping I could debate
Wait a minute, Greg.
gin
okay,
consumption
but you
during
have
his
the
school years in Sogndal.
microphone, it was getting really loud.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Also another awesome tunic.
But yeah, I can help, or I can extend the story of the Folk High School, because back in the days, and we're talking far back.
Now he's just showing off. Now that guy is showing off.
It was initiated in 1885. It was initiated in 1885 by a Danish priest, and it sort of just kept going from there.
It's not irritating at all, is it, when people put an blowing horn?
Raymond
Well,
says
he has
hello
the
from
microwave.
Western Australia.
He had the microphone.
It is after midnight here.
Microwave.
I don't know
Damn
if
it!
you guys
I thought no one caught
got
that for a second.
I don't know if you guys
No,
caught
when
that.
Raymond went, hi, Raymond.
Raymond says hello from Western Australia. It is after midnight here. Go to bed, Raymond.
No, you have to stay with us because you're a sheep herder. Carl said so. You
Your
should-
mountain should have arrived yet.
Your phone is cold.
Should have arrived.
Good morning from sunny Phoenix, where it will be 111 today. How hot is that?
111 is flipping hot.
Yeah.
It's 40 degrees centigrades or something
That's
along
like
those
desert
lines.
temp.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's desert temp. So, not that it will help a lot, but
Does somebody want to translate for the
100
non-American?
100 degrees Fahrenheit.
I know that like 101, isn't that like 37 degrees? Isn't that
No,
like
98
body
is
temp?
body temperature.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. That's the one.
100 degrees
98.
Fahrenheit is about 38 degrees centigrade.
Mm.
And this is what you get when you have a drunk
Okay, so
mathematician.
we're up in the 40s. Okay, yeah, I get it.
This is what
Damn.
you get when you have a drunk mathematician rolling dice and go, yeah, those are somehow connected.
Ina wants to know if me and Adrian have new gear. Looks great.
Yeah, your dress
Uh,
looks nice.
My dress isn't finished, but yeah, no, this is the one I started at the Folk High School, so I don't really have any new gear as such.
Well, she hasn't seen it.
Well, in that case,
And this is also the
Fan
tunic
service,
that,
you know.
that I made when I went at Fjordane. So
Yeah.
it's well, I finished
Okay,
it.
okay, okay.
44 degrees. Okay.
Yeah, that's hot.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah,
So I,
that's-
2 centigrade lower than I was with the temperature.
yeah, you had a.
Oh.
2.
Yeah,
100.
say 104 is when you start cooking brain cells.
Yeah. No, it
long
was.
story,
Nobody cares.
long story short, it's old.
Oh,
I will check what 42 degrees centigrade is because I don't know.
She just did. 44 is 110.
Yeah.
Or 100. Yeah.
Okay.
also,
Here.
Alexander's. Is there an opportunity to stay in your village for a time?
Thank
Do
you.
you offer accommodation services?
Well, I don't service people. But, oh, we have,
Wrong services, Karen.
No, we have a hotel across called Gudvangen Fjordtel, which is Fjordtel. You could actually go to gudvangen.com, and that'll tell you all the places you can stay.
That was
Oh, but Harald,
Yeah.
why is
I'm
he calling
thinking
you?
he probably got issues with cooking. He might need to go and check. Are you
He's
cooking?
not here.
Oh, okay,
No,
but then you can go and
he
try to
was
call him
here
because he
today
can't call my
earlier.
phone.
He was earlier,
Okay,
but
let's see.
he's.
I can catch up now.
if you have to run, then run.
I lost my
Oh.
I have to pop it up again.
He obviously wants to talk to Karen, not me.
Yeah, but he can't call me in the middle of YouTube. Then that's how it works.
No.
Let's see. Suddenly I lost my.
Nobody wants to talk to you, Greg.
That's fine.
Okay, you
And when I
can go
want
to
to, you don't have
Gudvangen
the time.
Fjord Hotel.
And when I tried to find you earlier to give you an egg, I
the other
couldn't
day.
I couldn't get to you.
I know. I know. I was doing office work.
Yeah. And I was like, I could maybe sneak in, but I don't want it because I know it's not allowed. And then I found Karen, and then she
Yeah.
delivered the Greg egg.
Dude, okay, so for something to be illegal, they have to catch you in the act.
Well,
If she's delivering it to me, who is allowed and has to kick people out.
Yeah, then you can go,
Be like-
thank you, get the fuck out!
Thanks for the egg. Now beat it. But
we had a few freemen going into the office areas whilst I was
Yeah.
working there.
Well, none of them compares to what happened yesterday.
No,
oh
but I
yeah,
don't
do
think
we want to
Can-
talk about yesterday?
Or can we even allow?
Yeah.
Yeah,
we talk
can we talk about
yesterday?
yesterday, Karen?
Just write me at.
Just
Yeah.
waiting for Karen to answer that one.
I think I've been struck by
Heinrich.com.
either a lice
Okay.
or a.
So you've
You've
got all
been
the
struck by a
information in there.
smooth criminal.
There's the spiders in the house that keeps biting. So
Yeah.
we
Oh,
just
so
need
chat's
to
over there now.
shake
Yeah,
the
the
stuff out.
Torben. Hi, Torben. You said the hairdos that I'm doing is that Viking style from the historical sources or is from the lot you've seen in the Vikings? No, I just braided his hair. But if I wanted it to be Viking style woman, it would be a bit like that. And then we have another one here.
Well, I mean, sure, go for it.
And then it gets wrapped around, I think.
We
As
can't
a bun
see
that goes all the way
chat.
through.
Karen, what happened to the chat?
It's there. I just hit it.
Hiding chat?
Don't touch the computer.
Ah,
Don't
Okay.
touch the
So,
magic
and then it would
runestone.
be a bit like that. That would be more historical.
Don't snap, man. Just tell me where to look.
No, she likes snapping necks.
So-
Yeah, but does you like losing labor?
Oh, there we go.
No,
I don't
there,
know. She's
yeah,
tried to
yeah,
snap
no,
my
it's
neck
okay.
so
It
many
does it all the
times,
time.
and that's
Oh.
before we had
Can
Can we
extra
move
labour,
it back
so-
over? There, yeah.
Yep, but then I will catch
Well,
up now because
then maybe she will have to go into labor.
Oh
Because
dear.
I think they've been ignored.
No,
for a while.
we're further down. We've read
Yeah.
this. Yeah, we read
Yes, Heidi, nobody
this.
Don't
Don't worry, it's all fun and games.
Yeah, all of this we've read.
Yeah, no, I'm just checking who's here too. Torben, do you think we should braid Karl's hair online next week and see if he looks like what is that guy's
Steven
name from?
Seagal.
Yeah, but Steven Seagal. But it's not just that. It's
Mr. Miyagi?
no, the one with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the
Oh,
mentor
Master
guy,
Splinter.
Master Splinter.
Master Splinter, yeah.
Oh,
I think we
amazing.
need. I think we need to
But
do
we
it.
have to tell him his full name.
Congratulations, Runa
Well, I
passed
only
his
know-
coaching
only know Hamato Splinter,
for
but yeah.
his
So do I.
tours.
Well, okay, well then we're even.
Online tours.
Yeah.
So you can soon take tours from Runa.
We're almost caught up.
Okay, Runa's there. The traditional life, learning the traditional life ways. Yeah. Katarina's here as well. Just seeing who's here because I haven't seen the chat. And there's all my stuff. Don't you know your name? But the guy with the bluish tunic is really nice. It's really nice, but it looks familiar. What Finding Your Air is it based on? I feel like
He's
I've
the monk.
seen the borders at least somewhere
Greg.
before.
Monk.
Greg, it's your tunic. Where did you get that from? Because I know you bought it somewhere.
I got it from a company called Arm Street.
You need to come closer, so because we're done with you now. You
I
might.
bought it
Then
from
I
a
can
place
stand
called
up
Arm
and find
Street.
Vamoosh.
No, I
Oh.
bought it from a place called Arm Street, and I'm not
Okay.
entirely certain of the
Work the tunic.
finds or not for this specific style. All I know is that it's a riding tunic, which is why you've got the split at the front and not the sides.
Nice.
Turn around. We need a full. That's right.
Now we just need a horse.
Now we need the horse. Okay, now you can stand back a bit so they can see
Thank you.
everybody.
Preferably for the
Torben's
skulls,
with me.
we should get a horse.
Mhm.
We're
But-
gonna
What?
braid
No.
Karl. We're gonna braid Karl.
Yeah,
Yes.
but can we talk about what happened yesterday or not?
What did we happen yesterday?
The
The-
intrusion.
You already forgot?
Which one?
Nah,
Oh no, people jumping the fence. We don't need to shame them.
okay.
No.
Yeah, no, but it happens all the time. There's always a tourist that tries to jump the fence. So this is why almost all of our fences, if you can see way back there, kind of underneath here. Yeah. If you move your head, Jennifer, there. All of that is stinging nettles. So we plant stinging nettles all along the whole fence, and it tends to keep most people out. But there's always one that has to try.
See, now I'm in.
Because I've never seen you go mad before, and I was
No,
like,
no. When
oh.
I get
Um,
mad, I get mad.
Well, you
Yeah.
get
Get a barbed wire
Oh, yeah.
inside.
razor
I get much
wire.
worse than that.
Mm.
So,
Razor
yes.
wire.
So, if you stick your
Hi
hand
there
in,
from
not only will
Canada.
you get stung by the
Canada!
nettle, but then you also cut yourself
Where-
in the razor
And
wire.
if you slip when trying to climb over,
There you go. Brutus got a great
Oh,
video
shit,
about Viking
that's what muscles
hairstyles.
look
Is that the
like.
one I'm thinking of? With it, it's almost there's also the Subian knot, which is
right,
kind
I
of.
better go and check food, so I will leave you to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Bye for now.
Bye for now.
Subian knot.
Yeah.
Now, do you want
um,
a real challenge with hair? Because
Yeah.
mine is really short at the moment.
No, not with 10 minutes to go.
You know, remember the braid you did?
Aren't I
Right.
gorgeous? Subian.
Karen.
Yeah?
Remember the the braid you did at one of the students that came with us. He was long, he had
Mm.
long blonde hair, and I remember it specifically. You braided it from this side, and then you just lapped it over like this.
Oh yeah, no, I got that. Oh, okay. So we're going on an Instagram that I don't use
Sindre?
too much, but
How often do
Endre.
you need to fix
Oh,
the braided branch fences? I'm confident our school teacher mentioned that had to be redone at the top and pushed down every once in a while.
Yes.
let's see, how often do you need to braid
True.
So, some of these have
braided
been
branch
fixed.
fences? Oh, every year. Every year. We just push them down at the bottom and add new ones on the top. Yes, I need to repair this tunic too. But now if you can see behind them there. No, you can't. There, these heavy branches at the bottom here. There. These two are new, added this year, and the other ones just keep getting shoved down.
Did the Vikings ever make stinging nettle tea?
Yes, we believe so.
Yeah.
But you take them when the leaves are very small in their very beginning, because then they're better for making soup and for.
Should we show off for the fibers that we always have in the tours?
Oh, I did show that a couple weeks ago, but yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, sure.
Once we're on the topic, you know.
I mean, we are our long-term memory keeps decreasing and decreasing. So, in the end, we all
Memory, I don't even know her.
No. So you can make you can make the tea with it. You can make soup with it. Another thing we like to do is we like to dry it, grind it up, and put it on eggs and things in a powder. It's hardly any taste to it, but it makes it's a great way to get iron in your system. And the other thing you can do then is dry them and make a fiber just like linen. There's a lot of people in here though that work with nettles, so they'll know that they're this is what they look like. I think it was about 3 weeks ago I did these though. I went through the whole because I was by myself because Karl doesn't love me enough to play with me every time on YouTube. So I did the whole wool thing. No, actually Karl was 6.
So it's the tiny kind of fibers in here.
Yeah, you can see them. They're already coming out.
Yeah.
Perhaps we can.
That's
start
got to
spinning
take a lot.
Prude has put up my Instagram on my braiding. Yeah, you'll notice I haven't posted anything there in a very long time, but yeah. Has anyone tried? Yeah, Mending Textiles. We did that one. Yay! So Rhonda's a happy camper now. The chieftain, if you happen to see on vikingvalley.no on the Instagram, you might see the chieftain wearing a white hat that looks very plain and peasantish. That's made out of nettles.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So it's quite cool.
Does it sting when made into fiber and such?
No, it's dried and dyed.
No, I don't. This doesn't sting at all.
It's dried and dyed. It's dead.
We can do this. You can do the sting test. Okay, see? No bumps.
Yeah, I mean.
No, just some scratch mark. No, no bumps.
Now look how swollen
We'll
it
just
is.
keep staring at that for a while.
I remember when
I have
was
a nettle
in
fabric
Scarborough,
tunic. It's delightfully lightweight.
what
It's a
happened
little
was we were
scratchy.
running down to the football field,
Yeah, but so is wool.
and the path down was
And
covered.
but it's like
in
linen. The
burning
more you
nettle.
wear it, the softer
Oh,
it gets.
no.
Yeah.
So my legs were.
So what should we talk about next week? We'll get Karl here. We'll braid his hair. He won't know a thing. Somebody actually on Heygo says we should braid his beard and put some beads in there. I kind of think we
Ooh.
have to do that too. Do you red it like flax? Yes, you do. You'll have to kind of rot it so that the husk comes out, and then you can.
And yeah, we also
slap
have
it
to
on a
remember,
thingy.
since you have declared me a woman,
Yeah.
and I happily went along with it, and now it's actually a thing, we should try dressing me up in a wedding dress.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And luckily enough, we aren't married yet, so I can.
Oh, I
show my
finally get
necklace.
the girlfriend I always wanted.
Like that.
Ooh.
That's
So
old.
you can use something like this. Yeah, this isn't Viking. It's something Runa found and wasn't sure if it was a Viking or not, but it's Viking-esque. There's
I
something.
mean, it
similar
looks
to
kind of homemade, but
Yeah, but most of them are homemade. Everything. But another thing is you could. This is one that you actually do this with, so it's for something else. But the concept is the same
interesting.
because you can have it hanging on a wall like this, and then just slam it like that.
that's interesting.
Yeah, but you can see it's just nails in there. So
Because I remember I was always curious how they made, linen and stuff from the flax. Because like every game ever, it's always
the
in
other-
there like you're just blah blah blah. But I've always wondered the process from it because I never
Yeah.
really understood. But now I'm getting it.
because you also have the board that's like this.
Yes.
Like that. Anyway,
see
there's
now.
a board, and it's flat here. And then there's another board that fits like this, and you put the flax in between,
Or I think so at
and
least.
you-
She asked about
or even this way, and you
if,
keep whacking it, and it breaks the
man
husk, and then you get
go-
the hard shell comes
dresses
off, and you get the
without,
fibers underneath.
dresses like a woman.
Couldn't
they can
legally,
do
couldn't men
Yeah,
be legally
then they have
divorced
a
if
right
they
to
were
divorce.
dressed up. You're talking about the saga from Iceland. That is a saga, actually. Ingeborg, something like that. Karl likes to tell that one. There was a woman who wanted to divorce her husband, so she deliberately cut his tunic a little too low, gave it a deep neckline, and made it a little too short, and said, "Look now, he dresses like a woman. I want a divorce." And the ting gave her a divorce.
Yep.
So, but that's a saga, I believe, is where that comes from.
That's a saga, yeah. And yeah, she wanted a divorce, but she didn't have a valid enough reason at the beginning, so that's why
Yeah.
she made a tunic.
Yep.
Because you can divorce, but you do need a valid reason.
Would that be filed under malicious
Heckle on the
compliance?
wall, yeah.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Hmm.
Oh no, now I'm starting to sound like Greg. I have so many sources. I'm just
Hmm.
in the end, you have like a, what do you call it, like a stone with a lot of stones in it.
Yeah.
In Norwegian, you call it conglomerate.
A conglomerate of stones.
Yeah. In the end, I will have a conglomerate of knowledge,
Hmm.
and I will.
The waterfalls are awesome. Yeah, that's why we're
Yeah.
all looking down on you, so you can look up at that.
Please do come raid us. I want
I
to see
will
you
raid you at some
again.
point this summer. Haha, no problem. You're staying in their house, far away from. No, I'm just kidding. No. We absolutely need more Vikings here, though. We sent live on Viking Valley today, or I did. It was supposed to be 5 minutes. It turned into 21 minutes. I'm so sorry, but you get a really good glimpse of what the Viking village looks like when there's tourists in it.
Yeah.
You have to go to Facebook, Viking Valley.no. And then you can see it, a little bit of everybody in there, but I'm trying to avoid tourists when I'm walking through with that because I am a Viking with a gimbal and it's not
Well,
very accurate.
Good plan.
To
I don't
enter,
know.
one to leave. Two to enter, one to leave. I like that.
I don't know if it's unfortunate or not, but
Hmm.
the blacksmith just passed by here without covering his upper body.
Yeah, but he's not married, so it doesn't matter.
What?
Yeah,
I
but I
missed.
mean-
I missed that.
Yeah, you missed that.
Oh,
You don't want to see that.
I've been eaten by
No.
bugs again.
I said. I mean, you
Oh,
should.
everybody
You should have
else does.
seen last night. There was a lot of people who wanted some blacksmith loving. We're playing truth and dare.
Yeah, to get the real Viking
So-
experience.
so-
Yeah,
we have
Adrian
the-
got a lap dance.
Yeah, I'm getting to that. We have a new saying here in the Viking Valley. If you kiss the blacksmith,
We
he
will.
will give you a lap dance.
No, I'm not giving you a lap dance, but we will make mead in the village, Torben. It's on the menu. Actually, we did start making one. There's some pictures in Instagram further back about 2 years ago. Siri was starting to make some, and you can see some pictures of her trying to do it at the fire right back over there. Is where it is anyway. But I'm not sure how that process went because she ended up going on sick leave and we didn't get to see it. She probably drank the mead. But
Adrian has made some mead and
Mhm.
taken it with him. He hasn't made it here, but he knows a bit about that.
Mm,
Well, I mean, when it comes to mead, it's probably one of the simplest alcoholic beverages to make. The
mm.
problem is it's very time consuming. God,
Yeah, that
I'm
was-
losing my tongue here. It's very easy to make. The problem is, or well, not
It's
the problem.
time consuming.
It is time consuming. Yes, thank you.
Is the village considered public area or is it private? In terms of, can you legally drink in there by Norwegian law, or do you have to hide your name in? You hide your mead in the water skins. No, it's when during opening hours we don't allow any drinking whatsoever. But
It's not in public.
no, none.
Okay.
We don't want you drinking or you go home. Anyhow, so no, I don't know anything, but no, we're not allowed to drink during public hours, open hours, but it is private. This is privately owned. It's there's a council of people who have. That's what GUA stands for. Gudvangen Utvikling AS. is what it is.
Where the village is located in Gudvangen. So
Torben says, if you could give me a heads up when you start, it would be nice to make a segment about it on my podcast called Quarantine Pills. I will get Karl on it. If
Quarantine
Karl can sort it, we will let you know, because if you have your podcast ready, it'd be really stupid if we didn't have it going. But we'll have to look into that one because there's some preparation to go into mead making. So, but I will have Karl loves homework. Anything he can Google. Lyra says, what is the town in the village? What town is the village in? I want to play with Google Maps. Gudvangen is the name of the village.
You know what? Now that you mention it,
Hmm.
we should really go back to using the search engine Kvarsir.
Kvasir, yeah.
Yeah.
You can actually still see. You can actually see the village on Google Maps, but it might be one that where the big building was missing yet because I think it's for a couple years ago.
No, but we definitely do.
My iPhone can't find it. Okay, looking for Flom.
Yeah. Look
Where
for Flom
between
and
Flom
go
and
go a little
Voss
bit to the west.
on east.
I mean, we do Google a lot of stuff if we suddenly. I mean, we sat here the other day just for more than an
Cherry wine would
hour.
be good.
More than an hour, we were just googling snails,
Got it.
the purple snails that they use for dyeing purple.
Oh yeah, we
No.
found out that
Yeah,
was found in Norway.
but
Yeah, we
They're-
found out they're actually located down the Norwegian coast. You can actually find them.
Yeah, that's what you were saying. I
Yeah.
don't know if they were they here during yeah.
Well, I mean, then again, you need 5,000 snails.
I
to,
mean,
dye
it's
2 pounds of wool.
it's a
Bad
project,
karma,
but
great tunic.
yeah.
No, so anyway, we gotta go because I have a guiding tour right after this, but we're gonna come back next week on Saturday again. If he's wearing a microphone, I'll smack him. Anyway.
he did.
Okay, yeah, it's at the end of the Norway fjord, as Torben is saying. You have to go through through tunnels to get here, so it might not look like it's.
Oh, here you
connected,
go,
but it
smack
is.
him. He was
So
wearing.
have a great weekend, and thank you so much for joining us.
Oh,
And we'll be back on Saturday, and I'll see if I can drag Karl's hair.
Also, since it is episode 69, as
Nice.
Thank you, Raymond.
nice.
Okay. Oh yeah, 69. Okay, I'm leaving. I gotta go. Bye bye. Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
I'll hit the end stream and then end. Yes. Goodbye.
Woo.